Alright, here's the wheel parts. This guy right here is called the wheel head. This is where the bat goes, or you can put a piece directly on it. That's where all the action happens. It spins around, variable speeds. This guy's called the splash pan, or the catch pan. This is where all the water runoff and play from the centrifugal force goes outward. This is just the back table that holds the whole thing up where you put your tools. This is the control panel. All of you will have a power switch. Not all of yours look the same, but it will look something like this. There will always be a light indicating when it's on. Make sure you always turn this off. If you do not turn this off, you can burn out the motor. I've had someone leave it on. Remember, these wheels are $1,500 a piece. So if you do not take care of them and burn them out, that's going to be bad. Now over here we have another switch that controls wheel direction. Not all of your wheels will have this, but if it does, whatever it's on now, you should probably leave it alone. But you can see the arrow says which way it goes. We've got clockwise and counterclockwise. We throw forward, or the American way, or counterclockwise. I'm not sure why they call it forward, even though it's counterclockwise, but that's how it is. We throw forward. So that's how it should be. So now if we go over here and we look underneath, we can see there's an electric motor in the back, and that basically has a drive line that goes on a rubber belt that goes under this pan, and it's protected, and that goes onto a big wheel attached to the underside of your wheel that works just like a motorcycle chain would, and it turns your wheel at various speeds. And I've got a sweet handle up here to crank up and down. I can change the height of my wheel. Unfortunately, you cannot. If that becomes a problem for you, let me know, and we'll see if we can figure something out. So we turn on our wheel. We also have our pedal down here on our right foot, and it has variable speeds. Just like a gas pedal, the further you press it up, the faster it will go, and you can slowly adjust and back off the speeds. Now some of your wheels are a little bit more sensitive than others, but for the most part, your pedals work the same way. Now be careful not always to jam it on full speed, especially if you have a tool on there, because it can fling it off and it'll go flying, and also clay can go flying, and all kinds of things can happen. So basically, see, I can pick mine up too, isn't that special? But I prefer to have it on the ground. So everything we do really depends on the wheel head, and you can see everything being in the center here. It's very important that things stay in the center of the wheel. Now it might seem easy, but it's not. And notice that if I follow the line back here, my wheel is plugged in. Now it's very important that we turn our wheel off when we're done with it, and also we unplug our wheel. Now I know this is annoying and it's inconvenient, but a lot of times people in my intro classes like to mess with the wheels, and if one of them gets turned on and burns out the motor, you're going to be blamed for it because it's your wheel. So unplug the wheel. That way you guarantee people cannot turn it on, and they'll flip the switch on, they'll go, and they'll get bored like they do with everything else, and they'll walk away. So just make sure it's all wrapped up and clean, and then you're done.